everything's the same. So you could compare the conversion rate in that situation. But if Saturday was a free day for the show and Sunday was a paid day for the show, you couldn't compare the conversion rate because it's completely different traffic. And so you've got to be very careful how you assess that, because the conversion rate probably on the paid day will be much higher, but the traffic be much lower. Just the nature of it.
Yeah. So really, that's why when we look at return on ad spend, for new and existing, because, ultimately it is a level, it's a level playing field, isn't it? I mean, obviously conversion rate is a huge part of e-commerce, and we're not saying ignore it whatsoever, because if you want to get your return on ad spend up, there's only two things you can do. It's conversion rate and average order value. And that's it. But on its own, conversion rate should not be, you shouldn't have it on your, on your wall as a target. It should be
like if someone comes to me and says, my conversion rate's down year on year, I'm like, well, I've got to look at the traffic to see whether it's the same traffic you had on you, because you could be doing completely different things, and I could be just chasing something that's completely irrelevant. That's what you've got to understand. So moving on to the next one, you've put down blended SEO dominates. So do you want to explain what that means and what you're talking about there?
Well, I mean, you've taken my nice notes and you've put blended SEO dominate. Okay, I know what it is now. So I was talking about how we've got one particular business. So we talk about blended ROAS often, which is blended new customer ROAS and blended overall ROAS. And what we mean by that is you take all your ad spend across all your channels, and it tells you what your overall ROAS is. But when you've got a business that's got lots of organic traffic coming through, when I had a meeting tonight, it's an American business, they've got loads of good SEO from a long time, and they're not spending that much on Google Ads, spending about $10,000 a month on Google Ads, nothing really. But when you look at their overall blended ROAS, it's like 3,000%. So it's like doing 30 times, and they're only spending 10,000. It's like, oh my God, the Google Ads are amazing. Let's spend loads of money because your CAC is really low and your new customer ROAS is really high. That business could operate on a 450, like a 4.5 times new customer ROAS, and they've currently got a 30 times. And you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. But it's because they've got loads of natural SEO, and that's where all the new business was coming from. And when you looked in the Google Ads account just in its own, you'd see that the ROAS was more like six times, 600, not that 3,000. So you have to be mindful of that. And what can also happen in that scenario is, let's say you're spending $10,000, and we would say, like, double it. And they spend $20,000. And they go, well, I spent $20,000. I've doubled my Google spend, and it hasn't doubled my sales